So a lot of you guys might be new to investing and everyone is telling you to buy stocks. And then you start doing your research and you see all types of stocks and you have no idea what stocks to choose. So in this video, I'm gonna give you 4 types of stocks that you definitely need to invest in order for you to become wealthy and fully understand what you're investing into. It can get complicated when it comes to investing, so this will allow you to take a step back to do some research on the type of stocks that you want to buy and why you want to invest in them. Let's start with the first type of stock that people love, which is called an income stock. Anytime you think of an income stock, you really need to understand that this is a stock that's going to give you income. Now you might be wondering how you're going to receive that income. It's always in the form of a dividend. Now what makes these stocks so great is the fact of these are big name companies as well. So you're not investing in a company that's small, because if you're small, usually you do not have the ability to pay out income to the shareholders. Because if you buy this stock, guys, you are a shareholder. You are an owner of this company. But smaller companies do not have the ability to do that. Usually they're very large companies. Think of Coca-Cola, Target, and everyone on the internet will be talking about ticker SCHD, which is the Schwab US dividend. People love it because that stock gives you a nice stream of income. So definitely write that one down because that's the one that's the most popular. Now there's a list out there that's called the Dividend Kings, and these are companies that had 50 years of consecutive dividends that they paid out. And remember guys, dividends are paid out semi-annually or annually or quarterly. It depends upon the company you choose. But if you find any one of these companies that are on that list, there's a good chance you would always receive a dividend payment, and that is something that's so enticing. And that's pretty cool, right? You could just buy this stock and you could receive money simply by just being an owner of the stock. The next type of stock is called a growth stock. Guys, when you hear these names, they basically are telling you exactly what these stocks are about. Income, you receive an income. Growth is an opportunity for these companies to grow. Now remember, when it comes to investing, the number one thing is to buy low, sell high. It's the best way to make money in the stock market. If you buy low, sell high. So if a company is starting low and they have a chance to grow, it's best for you to invest in these companies once they are not fully grown, which is in the infancy stage. You want to buy stock from small companies. Remember guys, Meta, Facebook, Apple, all these companies started as a growth stock. Once you invest into these stocks early, you will get it for the cheapest price. And the growth potential is extremely high. With that being said, it's a double-edged sword. You don't know if there's companies that have growth. So you are taking a risk that the companies you buy with the growth stock is a company that is going to grow. Now, this is something you do not want to have fully within your portfolio. You want to own a few companies that you know, you feel good, you feel safe about, you did research that actually has high potential of growth. Then you would invest. But if you're doing this strictly because you're hearing someone in the news telling you this company is gonna blow up, you wanna stay away from that. So please remember, and I can't state this enough, there's a lot of risk when it comes to growth stock. You do not know the full potential, so beware when you make these investments. The next type of stock is the tech stocks. These are all stocks that are in the technology business. And these stocks as well are extremely volatile, but man, once they hit, they hit. Nvidia, as we all know, is having an amazing run, and that is a tech stock. Nvidia itself is carrying pretty much the whole NASDAQ on its own and the S&P 500. So this is the ability of tech stocks to blow up. So you definitely want to have some of these stocks within your portfolio. And the reason why is this. We all understand that all these companies that are out there right now are trying to advance, especially when it comes to the AI. And AI is a form of technology. So if you're investing in companies, especially with AI, it has huge potential to grow. Now, once again, this is just like the growth stock. It's extremely volatile because yes, they could be working on some great technology and it bombs. Think of all the cell phones that start coming out with Apple. They have this big news conference, everything sounds great, and then it doesn't deliver. And when that happens, the prices of the stocks can go down. So it is a bumpy road, but when things are going well, it's a great ride. When things are going bad, that's where it gets really ugly. And since I always recommend that you do not buy just single stocks, what I recommend is you can get it a NASDAQ index, which has a bunch of tech stocks within that. I personally own some NASDAQ index funds because I believe in technology and I know that's going to be the wave of the future. So if you don't want to fully expose yourself to buying single stocks, just put your money into the NASDAQ with the top tech companies and you're set. Now the fourth stock, and this is the one that I'm not going to lie, when I first started investing, this is the thing I looked into because I was very risk adverse, but the rewards of winning was great. And it's called penny stocks. Yes, guys, I bought penny stocks when I first started investing. Now, penny stocks doesn't mean that the actual price of the stock is a penny, even though sometimes it feels like it's worth less than a penny, but it could be any type of stock that's under $5. Now, a lot of companies that have a very low price on the stock, there's multiple reasons for it, okay? It's not simply because people just misvalue the company. They probably had some SEC filing issues, they probably have some hiring issues, CEO issues. They got a whole bunch of problems within their company. Now, the reason why people love to invest into penny stocks, especially when you're new, is because this is your way of learning how the market works. And your first thought about when you're investing is you will be able to hit it big. And that's what people do typically in the market. And that is not true. And listen, if you're one of them out there, I'm going to tell you this right now. If you are investing in the market, that is not a short-term investment. It is a long-term. Gambling, which penny stock is, that's short-term wins. But when it comes to true investing, that's long-term. That's where you see your wealth build and your risk go down. And these are the things you need to be very careful with when it comes to penny stocks. A lot of times you can receive a phone call or you can receive some type of email saying this company is going to blow up 1,000%. Listen, guys, Amazon, Apple, they're not going to send emails out to random people saying how their stocks are going to blow up. Every time you see that, it's a scam. It's someone trying to make you invest into a company, either to inflate the price of the company for someone else to get wealthy, or for you to invest into the company and you're going to end up losing. So anytime someone's trying to pressure you or you're receiving cold calls for a company, it's probably not a great company, and most likely this happens a lot within the penny stocks. So there you have it, guys. Those are the 4 stocks that you definitely need to be aware of once you start investing in your new journey. Because I know it's overly complicated and it's not that simple, and someone's gonna come to you and say, invest in Bitcoin because people are making so much money. And you do not fully understand it. And that's not the way to build wealth. You need to understand the basics. And the basics is understanding what type of stocks you need to invest in, and invest in those stocks and continue through the future. Not for one day, not for a week, not for a month. Guys, you have to just close your eyes, stay investing with these companies for long periods of times. And if you understand what type of stocks you're investing in, then you understand what type of risk level you're putting yourself in. Catch you guys on the next video. Peace.